Coming up.
Hi, I'm Kitsy, and today I'm going to briefly explain why your cats scratch your furniture. And then I'm going to go into 4 ways that you can get them to stop scratching your furniture. Now, for those rare situations where these methods do not work, please leave a comment below letting me know, and I will do a follow-up video with some more advanced methods for those rare cats these methods do not work with. Because the end goal is we do not want to declaw our cats, and I will briefly go into the reasons for that at the end of the video. Pheromones from the tiny glands on all 4 of your cat's feet, called interdigital glands, give off a strong scent when the paw is stretched and the claws are extended. They're in between each of the pads. All cats want to feel secure in their homes, and marking their territory helps them feel reassured that the area is safe. The only way they can do this is by scratching something or kneading. In other words, making biscuits. This is how cats leave their scent and mark their territory. They even do it on you when they're kneading because they want to know that this is their mama. So just keep that in mind. They're not doing it to be destructive. But for cats to live peacefully with our furniture and carpeting and walls and doors, we need to find a way to satisfy their needs in a way that spares our belongings. The best kind of scratching post to get if your cat is scratching your couch is a stand-up post like this one. Because if you set this next to the end of the couch where they're scratching, then they will scratch it instead of the couch. They prefer the stand-up scratching pose because it also allows them to stretch, and the taller it is, the better, because they like to climb, as you can see. Hi, Susie. You like the scratching post, Oliver? Yeah. You want to teach them as young kittens to get used to scratching the scratching post, because then it's easier when they're adults. But adults can learn too. You may have to get a feather, play with the scratching post. They really love to scratch the sisal. It gives them a lot of comfort. This has carpeting on the base, so this is only for people who have homes that don't have carpet, because you don't want to train them that scratching carpet is okay and then get them scratching the carpet in your house. You having fun there, bud? The other kind of scratching post is not a post, it's a scratching bed. This is the best scratching device that we have. The cats love to lay on it, and they also love to scratch it. You want to show them how to scratch it, Susie? Yeah. I like this one because you can also go underneath and scratch. And when you live in a multiple cat household, it's just good to have as many areas for them to scratch as possible. We got this because the cats were scratching at the door to go outside. So we put this next to the door, and when they scratch it, that's our signal to let them out. So sometimes you have to get creative like that. We also put bells on the doorknob, so some of the cats ring the bell instead of scratching. So that's also an alternative. That's not really discussed much, but bells work if it's an issue of scratching the door to go outside. Coming up, I'm going to show you another good alternative for couch scratching that's also wood. Also, the nice thing about this is it's all wood. So if you have carpeting, this is a good alternative for your house as well. For the people that have carpets in their homes, you want a cat scratcher that does not have carpeting on it, because that can confuse the cat as to it's okay to scratch carpet. And I have found that, especially if you have litter boxes on carpet, they'll scratch the carpet. So you can get something like this placed by the end of your couch where they're scratching. You naturally want to have more than one scratching post in your house. The more cats you have, the more scratching opportunities you want to give them that are healthy. So this is one way that you can use a wood carpet-free scratcher if you have carpeting. While the cats are transitioning to the scratching posts, you might want to try the next option until they fully take to the scratching posts, just to prevent further damage to your couch, or if you've already gotten a new one, prevent new damage. Sticky tape is something that you can get to put on the edges of your couch, and this graphic shows how you install it, and you position it where the cat most frequently scratches. It's very durable, hard to puncture, and the cats don't like the texture of it. Additionally, for the comfort and health of the cat and to minimize scratching, to get rid of the dead claw, you should also do the third method. First, you want to get the right kind of clippers, pictured above. Then you want to make sure that you're trimming just the tip of the claw so that it's blunt and not sharp. You do not want to cut too much of the claw off, and you do not want to go into the quick of the claw because then it will bleed and it will hurt them. To get the claw to extend, you push on the very tip of the paw and the nail will extend. If you get kittens used to this when they're young, they're very easy to do. Some cats can be hard to trim the claws. Last resort, you can always go to your vet once a month and just ask them to trim the claws. It's not very expensive. Most vets don't even charge for that. They just take them in the back, trim them, and give them back to you. But trimming the claws will help get rid of the dead claw that also is the reason why cats sometimes scratch. You also want to make sure you're trimming the claws even once the scratching furniture has been resolved, because the nails can grow long and curve into the paw pads, which will hurt them. Last resort, if you need more reinforcement to prevent scratching, you can try the next option. It has been very helpful for a lot of people, and some people use them just for the aesthetics and the glamour that it gives to the kitty. You can always use claw caps. These are caps that go on the tips of the cat's nails in different colors. They're very pretty, and they are adhered to the claw with adhesive. It should be pretty easy putting these on. I've never had to use them myself because my scratching posts have always done the trick. But if you're having problems, you can go into your vet and your vet can put those on for you as well. So a lot of people find those helpful and glamorous. In rare cases, sometimes none of this will completely prevent the cat from destroying your belongings. If that is the case, comment below and I will make another more in-depth video with some more advanced options. Remember to subscribe to be notified when that comes out. So in conclusion, we're trying all of these methods to protect our furniture so we can have nice things, to keep our cats happy so that they have their needs met as well, and in the long run, to keep from declawing our cats, because declawing is very inhumane. It's actually illegal in 27 countries and several states, and many vets are refusing to do the procedure now. It's basically an amputation of the cat's knuckle. And when you declaw a cat, think of brush bristles. That's what the claws act like on the cats. And they're unable to properly groom their skin, their hair. They become biters, and the behavior problems that they go through just become insurmountable. Here's a graphic showing how the declaw compares in a kitten if they were to do it to a human. As you can see, imagine yourself walking around with nothing but the first knuckle. So let's try and keep from doing that, shall we? And God forbid they ever go outside, climb a tree, or defend themselves from predators.